Hello, Rusty Pigeons. We are back again with another review and fly video of the ESPERIA Blade. It's an alien ship from the VanDuul clan. They use it often as a scout or as a first wave attack plane. But we will have a look. It looks very aggressive, I think. Very organic. It has the vibe of a wild, untamable animal or beast. But we will see what it can do. And yeah, how it flies, how it reacts, how it shoots. There are not many alien ships in the game as of yet. They are in development also for the campaign Squadron 42. But when it's out, the campaign, we will see probably a huge update to the alien ships. Yeah, for now it's boarding a ship. It's like sitting on a motorcycle or riding the plane instead of flying the plane, I think. Yeah, it's you can buy this ship only in game, in store, and there was, I think in 2018 there was some sort of sale going on with this plane. But it was temporarily and also limited, very limited, I think. So I picked one up in game to show you this plane, and yeah, just have a look. Also, the metals in the cabin are also very organic. It's like this 3D printed material or something. I don't know. I can't find any other information about what sort of materials that are used, but I think they are alien. ESPERIA is the maker, the brand of the plane. They have also other alien ships or vibe ships. Also, they make weapons, so you can buy for other ships if you like. Also weapons. It's very nimble, very fast. Yeah, it's a class small. It's a light fighter. Yeah, it doesn't have any cargo. Its only purpose is to just fly and kill, I think, or just do some reconnaissance. Of course, that's also possible. Everything is red. Red. It has this small headlights. They look like alien eyes also. So it's very, I don't know. It's not a very pleasant feeling to fly this type of ship, I think. It is of course something different than the light fighters the human race make for them own, for themselves, and also the space that you are in the ship is also very compact, very small. But I think in general in race sizes, like human size and VanDuul size, there is some different. I think the VanDuuls are larger as a species. They grow taller. You see me here checking for a jump point because it's a light fighter and it has a small containment tank, small fuel tank for hydrogen, and also, yeah, it can't not jump very far. So if you like to jump around in a system, you can, but it's limited, very limited, and you always keep an eye out on your fuel gauge, because if it's empty or halfway, you need to prepare to go back as well, of course. Most of the time these ships also used on carriers, so there is a big fleet with carriers where these planes or ships are stored on, and they will then go out on missions. to see what they can do and what they can find in outer space, and then inform the big fleet. Of course, it's more some way of the big mothership, the carriers that sends out smaller ships to fly. There is also the Skite, I think it's called. It's a medium fighter. It's also very aggressive. You see the shapes of the wings, the shape of the plane, also although the spikes that are sticking out of the wings. The VanDuul alien race is very used to melee weapons and fight with melee weapons, and they also probably do it with their ships. So their ships will also be very aggressive, very spiky, and also suitable for especially ramming into others. Also the bigger ones. So it's the shape, the design language is very aggressive, very organic, also very, I don't know, it looks almost like like a raven or an eagle in some sort. It's very, I don't know, very, very aggressive. But ESPERIA, the company ESPERIA made it with also human components, but components that humans and other ship manufacturers use in the verse. So you can swap out some pieces of it. So you can swap out maybe the quantum drive to travel a little bit further with your quantum fuel, but a little bit slower. And you also can put in so that you can travel very fast, but not as far. So the quantum drive will spool up very fast, will also obtain high speeds, very high speeds, but it drains the fuel, quantum fuel. So there is always a trade-off in Star Citizen. Yeah, I speed up this part because the journey while quantum traveling is not very exciting, I think. It gives you a nice view of the ship, also the quantum animation, but it will be changed also when the game is fully out. There is another quantum system placeholder in works, I think. So I just spooled it up a little bit so that we can have a look at when I'm flying, or maybe investigation, some things that I came along. At the right side you see these two gauges also, the quanta and the hydrogen, and right of that there is the lock button and some decoys also, because all the ships in Star Citizen, they have like decoys, audio decoys and flares. So to defense against missiles or to disrupt signals, you can send out audio or flare signals. So just like the fighters or the warplanes in our time use as well. For me it's very different because I mostly like flying like industrial ships, doing also the industrial kind of gameplay, earning money that way, but I also like a little bit of doing side steps in the combat side of Star Citizen. Combat side is, I think, has a lot of attention on purpose from Star Citizen itself, because a lot of people are interested. It's when you are flying a little bit or maneuvering a little bit too fast, you have to keep in mind that you are just human and also can black out. So there is this animation that you get blurry, red-sighted, and even black out in your ship if you are pulling too much G-forces. But there is a lot of fighters at the moment, because people like to do dogfighting, bombing runs, that sort of stuff. I think most of the people like it because it's some sort of form of PvP, player versus player. So I get it, but it's not my style of gameplay. I think when the game goes live, of course, there is some sort of combat gameplay necessary. It's a huge universe, of course, and you will traveling across multiple systems, and can of course have many encounters, like friendly encounters, but also unfriendly encounters. So you have to be prepared, or you can outrun them maybe if you have a faster ship, or you can out-tank them if you have a larger ship that has a huge health pool and shields. Or the other thing, of course, of the rock, papers and scissors thing is that you have a large or more weapons than the other. So you can have an advantage that way. Less armor, more weapons, or higher grade weapons, or more armor and less weapons, or just more speed so you can escape. This is a naval base that I found out was here in space, in some sort of clouded area, I think. Jericho Station, I think it is. I don't know if it's active because it wasn't attacking me. It was the first time I tried to contact them. You do this by the friend tab, open com, and you can see if you get a boarding call for Jericho Station, or a landing clearance. But it wasn't there, so I just had a little look around the station just to see if there was something else. And also just looking with the ship, you see the headlights are also red, so it's, I don't know, it's a little bit dark. Also, it's like this very stealthy look-alike thing you have on this blade. I don't know. It's very. I don't know. You don't get any happy feeling if you know what I'm getting to. It's just a lot of, I don't know, evil or aggressive. So if for short times I don't mind it, but at other times I just like my ships to be more friendly, more warm, more of a immersive. Yeah, of course this is also immersive if you like this, but I don't know. It's just a preference, I think, personal preference. There's nothing wrong with people liking fighters, medium, heavy, small fighters, and go on against PvP. But it's not my style. I just landed on the platform. I was thinking it's a landing platform, so let's have a look if I can refuel, rearm, or repair here, but it wasn't working. So I was just thinking, okay, my quantum fuel is almost done. You can see left in the corner was 13.75. But I needed to go somewhere because otherwise I was stranded. And of course you can send out a message to rescue you or to get maybe a fuel ship at your location. But there was another rest stop station nearby. So I just thought, let's move over there, just refuel quick, and then move on to Microtech, the planet, and then to go visit New Babbage. INS Jericho. So I don't know. Maybe it's a thing from Squadron 42. It's a lore thing, or maybe it's in it already for the campaign use. Because the Stanton system where we are flying currently is occupied by the UEA Navy for protection, of course, and also for the United Colonies of Earth. In Stanton system, you have major corporations or factions like Microtech. They are a corporation, but they own their own planet and a little bit of moons around it. And the same you will see with Hurston or R-Corp, or even what's the other one called? Hurston, Horizon. It's Crusader. So, and Crusader is the plane developer, also the brand. But you will see here, I'm trying to localize the station between the asteroids. So you have to be careful not to fly into any asteroids. For now, it's okay if you jump. If the distance is too close, you cannot jump. So you have to fly with just your normal engines, and also do some scanning because it was very dark. And the red lights inside of this cockpit doesn't I don't know. It doesn't really help finding your way around and also have a clear vision outside. Yeah, just continuing the flight to get some quantum fuel in it.
Incomplete. Have a pleasant stay.
I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you like alien ships, if you like this vibe or design language, because there are coming a lot of other alien type ships. The Gattac Raylan, it's a large transport ship, but it has a real different vibe. Then you have the VanDuul Merchantman and the VanDuul Defender. They are more roundly and organic, but also more they have this more wealth civilization, so you will see it also in the design language. It's more rich materials, more gold look-alike, less aggressive. They don't show off the guns. They are hiding the guns in the hulls of the ships for the most of the time, and if you are encountering them, the guns will pop out, and they are seriously in size, like big guns. So be careful. Just they like to come in peace and do some trading with you, but if you have other plans, they are well prepared for it as well. But they don't show it off, so I think that's a good thing. And this is more aggressive speaking, more of a style that I don't know if I like to talk or like to shoot. So we are now at the station. You can refuel and rearm here, and even repair if necessary. So we just have a quick fill up of the quantum fuel, and then we will continue. Let's wait for the hydrogen fuel. You cannot take off because then it will disrupt it. But there are also some stations. They have like landing platforms outside of stations where you can land without clearance. I think you just put your spaceship down and just can rearm, refuel there, and then move along. But I didn't find anyone here, so I just open the hangar doors with contacting the landing assistants, and just move on. So folding out the wings again, and let's move. This flight wasn't really with the purpose to take on any fights or that sort of stuff, because I think if the game is more in another development phase, it's more likely to also try and encounter some other NPCs or maybe players in ships to look at how are they holding up. But for now, all the weapons, all the size weapons are just the same for everybody, because that's the way it's balanced out at the moment. But in the future there will be, like the rock, paper, scissors game, there will be much more advantage, disadvantage if you choose your playstyle. So we will have a look, and maybe also some more overpowered weapons, like maybe old concept or new concept weapons that you can buy with reputation or better reputation, or just find in the universe because prototype ships had an accident, and you go there as a salvager and you can collect these parts and then sell them off, or just use them yourself. So maybe that's also a possibility to have a little more advantage of, like for example, a size 3 gun that would normally have like 400 damage DPS, but the one that is in concept phase has just like 450, like 15 hit points more, because it's more tweaked and it's experimental. You can buy it in shop. So if you are losing your airplane or your ship that they were on, they are gone forever. Of course, maybe you can find some new ones, but then some other people will be finding them maybe, or they are just lost because they have exploded or something. So there's the planet. Of course, no loading screens. This is not any space game. This is Star Citizen. A Star Citizen with the new Star engine is aiming for high quality, high immersion, all working parts, working planes that are balanced out, and also no loading screens, just go from space to planet side and from planet side back to space. Let's try it out, the weapons. It has 4 weapons, 2 laser repeaters and 2 laser cannons and 8 arrows. For me it was just a question, where are the missile pods located? Because normally they are under the wings, but now this plane has pods on top of it. So it's different. They shoot out of the top, out of the pockets, and out of the pods. And when you are done, yeah, it's empty. Of course, you need to reload. And the other cannons are just at the side. These are the larger cannons, and the other ones are the smaller, the repeaters. They move faster. Cannons have more of an advantage over long distances. You can more use it as a sniper. And the repeaters is more like the assault rifle. The plane doesn't have a really big power plant or capacitator for these weapons. So you see at the right corner you have the Wasp and you have the Warlord. So the Warlord has I think 8 charges each time, or 9. And the Wasp has 26, I think. So it's if they're out of power, they need to recharge, of course. And it's still a light fighter, so if you are using this against a bigger ship, you don't have much of a chance. But maybe if you are like a swarm with lots of fighters, light fighters, then you will have a chance, probably. But I don't know the physical armor of this ship. I think because it has the look and also the style of the melee fighting style with all the spikes, it has probably a thick armor, much thicker than normal light fighters, I think, because it has to be usable for charging into other ships and damaging them without damaging itself, of course. So just go planet side here to New Babbage, and I'm just going to land this little nimble fighter because it's very nimble, it's very responsive, and yeah. Just have a look at the space station. It is, when you are going to New Babbage, you have to look at this point from the big city out to the outskirts. It has like 2 monorails going outwards, but yeah, I couldn't find it very fast. Of course, all these other blips are locations on the planets. Just have a little bit of a look and fly a little bit closer. And have a look where we can find it. It's also a little bit dark now, so it's more like nighttime at the planet, so it's always difficult to see. It's an armistice zone, so you can't use your weapons here. You can be attacked here because there is protection in place. Oh, there, right at the right corner of my cockpit screen, you saw a glimpse of the spaceport. But I'm just flying now to the small white triangle. The triangles, they are symbols of ships that have landed there already. So it's just, you can land outside in this city and just have a walk in planet surface entrances and just go from there. You also can park your ship at the spaceport, of course, and then store it. But if you have need of a quick stop just to buy or sell commodities, that sort of stuff, you can do it here. It has like this I think 3 or 4 round domes, and an entrance. Also the possibility at the entrance to summon like vehicles, that sort of stuff, to load up to your ships if you like. Yeah, look, that's a caterpillar, a Drey caterpillar down there, a big cargo ship. Yeah, there are also some wrecks, because if you leave your ship here, the game engine will automatically try to clean it up. Oh, there's a Hercules C2 at the left, or M2 maybe. M2, I think, because it has also the guns on the top of the cockpit. Yeah, but the game will just try to clean up, and the ships will be disappearing, I think, within a certain time. But I don't know if the wind is blowing very hard here, so you have these big wind flares that get you off track, and also blow maybe some wrecks into your into your space. Oi, yeah, just a little bit too close, but I was thinking just parking it there because I was just logging out after this session, so the ship will be gone and people can use it for free. Just getting out at this, some sort of different flight experience than normal. You can't repair or refuel at this surface entrance, then you really need to go to the spaceport. And of course it's cold, it's like minus 80 degrees or something, so be prepared and not with too thin clothes, because then you will get hypothermia and you will start lose health. But this is nice and warm here. It's a very I like this environment pretty much. New Babbage, I find it it's a clean place, it's a nice place also when the sun is shining at daytime. I just have a look, it's the spawn terminal for your vehicles is over here for the garage door, the blue garage door outside. So I still have the Nova tank here that I can summon, but it was not necessary. Just have a quick peek at what was possible, of course. But I like this from Star Citizen. You just go out, fly, you just land your ship, you go into planet side, you go into cities, into areas that you can sell or buy stuff and get some food and some warm drink, some new clothes or new armor. So yeah, it will be pretty good. Yeah, we are at the end of this review and fly experience of the ESPERIA Blade. Let me know in the comments if you like this. There is also a non-spoken version of the review. Hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell so you get the message if there are any new reviews for ships on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I just had a little look here at some food and drinks. Just buy a quick juice to fill up. Yeah. You need to be preparing a little bit. It's not... it's necessary, of course, because your character will die if you don't eat and drink, but it's not like it's draining very fast. So I just bought up some new juice and for drinking some. Okay, I am now going to the metro station beneath it to journey away, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.